Oh my God, I have experienced so many miracles. I mean, all the way up to date. I mean, like being given away and then you're given away to this great woman.
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman,
And if you were just
Logan
joining
Crawford.
investigators, they now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're sharing an extraordinary true story of faith, resilience, and redemption with an amazing author. Her name is Sherline Lockhart, and she has penned a book you're just going to love. It is called My Miraculous Life. Born into hardship and given away as an infant, Sherlene's journey from abandonment to grace reveals how love, courage, and faith can transform even the most difficult beginnings into a life of purpose. Her book is a testimony that no matter the obstacle, take three today. I'm screwing up big time here, Sherline. Let me do one more time. Here we go. This is your little rehearsal time too. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're sharing an extraordinary true story of faith, resilience, and redemption with a terrific author. Her name is Sherline Lockhart, and she has penned a book you're just going to love. It is called My Miraculous Life. Born into hardship and given away as an infant, Sherlene's journey from abandonment to grace reveals how love, courage, and faith can transform even the most difficult beginnings into a life of purpose. Her book is a moving testimony that no obstacle is too great when you believe in the power of miracles. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her wonderful book. The links are below this interview. Sherline, thank you so much for joining me here today.
You're welcome. Good to be here.
Good to have you on the show. This is such a powerful book. What inspired you to share your story?
Well, at 6 years old, this was revealed to me in my sleep about a family. And I knew that, the lady that I was with, it was just me and her. It was no fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, and them, So once he revealed to me in my sleep about this, I went to her and I asked her, where was my family? And I asked her, where was my father? Because I knew she was my mother,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he found this family. He actually, as years went on, in 1989, I was given a phone number by Aline's sister because Aline had done passed on, and I was led to go visit Florida. I was in New Jersey. I was led to go visit Florida, and Aline's sister actually put the phone number of the biological mom in my hand. So I called her, and surely enough, she hollered and screamed, and she was shocked and everything, because I'm quite sure she never thought, that she would hear from me.
Yeah.
And so, we end up talking and everything, and I found out she's in Columbus, Georgia, and it was put into me to move there. So I got my 2 daughters, and we packed up and we moved there. And, it didn't work out, and then 7 years later, the father shows up, deceased, in Buena Vista. So then I meet his family. But, I kept all this stuff, inside of me. I just kept everything, all I've been through, and so I ended up leaving Georgia, moving to Jordan, actually. And then I lived there for 8.5 years, and the Lord put it in my heart, and he made arrangements for me to get myself back here. And once I got back here, after a while, it just was in me. It just came into me to tell my story.
Yeah.
To write my story. And my mind went back to some years when he had put it in me that there was something. He says, there's a story I want you to tell. He says, and I will show you how to write it. So I just put that in the back of my mind. So once the feeling came to me to I need to write my story, I thought about that. Yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the story.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
we're
got
glad you did
wisdom.
write your story because it's a powerful story. Talk to us a little bit about what some of the greatest lessons your upbringing taught you about love and resilience.
Oh, well, it taught me that love doesn't hurt.
Hmm.
Love heals. Love take care of. Love abides. It doesn't come and disappear, you know,
Hmm.
because the love that she had for me, um, it was unconditional because that's what I needed. Even though she didn't tell me the secret, she kept that secret. But above all, we band together and we survive things together that most people wouldn't even imagine. So love is strong. Okay, it's stronger than death. And love really does abide. It really does.
Mm. What do you
It
hope
abides.
what do you hope readers take away from your book?
Well, I hope that they can understand that they can go through anything. They can go through anything if they believe in the God of the Holy Bible.
Hmm.
If they really wholeheartedly take heed and get into the Word and get to know the Word, that they can go through anything. It doesn't matter what it is, a life or death situation. It doesn't matter what it is. They can overcome
Yeah.
by His love.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. What kind of advice would you give to somebody who's currently struggling with feelings of abandonment or loss or just being alone?
Turn their back on those old ugly feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
They're ugly. Just
Yeah.
turn their mind away from those ugly feelings and start tapping into positiveness.
Yeah.
That's very important to start thinking positive about themselves,
Yep.
no matter what their
Absolutely. You got to
situation
choose your
is.
focus. You can choose to focus on what's bad or focus on what's good. You got to focus on what's good, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. What was it like writing the book and reliving so many different chapters of your life, so to speak?
I cried through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's that I
Yeah.
had to face. I just had to face what I actually had been through. I often thought about it. Every now and then, I would actually have a dream of being double teamed. I would actually have a dream of people fighting me, and I would wake up and I just would be so upset, and I just would cry. It would just be a dream, but it actually happened. So I got healing, more healing. I feel even more better about myself since I was able to share it because you can't always tell people. A lot of people don't want to hear about your problems.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear. So and then they get tired of you.
Yeah.
So if you can
Exactly.
write it in the book, then you can do what you need to do.
Yep. Yep. Without a doubt. What was the hardest chapter to write about, would you say?
Uh well, the end when Kevin died, like
Mm,
talk about that because it shouldn't have been that way. I feel in my heart that if he would have grabbed hold of faith, you know, that
mm,
things could have been much better for him.
yeah.
And then the other chapter, that part, um, the, the next to him, the end of the father showing up deceased. I didn't get a chance to hug him or kiss him or anything or talk with him. I see him cold as ice and there's nothing I could do about it, but
Yeah.
just thank the good Lord that I did get a chance to see him.
Mm, yeah. Exactly.
And then to meet
Exactly.
and then to meet some of his family.
Yep. Without a doubt. Talk to us about Aline
Oh,
Jones, and what she meant to you and the role she played in your
oh,
life.
oh. I used to often think, how could I just talk about this great woman? Because I had people feeling that we never had nothing and
Mm.
they was trying to put us down,
Yep.
because she cleaned house for a living. I love those white people. So I don't want
Hmm.
nobody to never think that I'm prejudiced because
Yeah.
she cleaned their homes and she was allowed to take me in their homes,
Hmm.
learned a whole lot from my Black community,
Hmm.
being able to go into their community. I learned so much. And Aline was a good worker. She had 9 major operations. She didn't sit around complaining. I never ever met anybody like this woman.
Yeah.
She would come out the hospital and recover and go right back to work like nothing ever happened. She didn't sit around complaining, nothing, none of that. And then when you would visit her in the hospital and I said, well, how do you feel? She'd say, with my hands. She always had the cute little jokes.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, no matter
Exactly.
what. And I have that same attitude. I don't care how bad she was feeling. I know she was feeling bad a lot of times, but she
Yeah.
didn't sit around, moping and complaining. She go lay down, get her a nap, and do what she need to do, and then she's back again. And
Yeah.
I love that about her so much because I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed that. I mean, I just really needed that from her because it was just me and her, going through this.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You call the book My Miraculous Life. Why did you choose that title? And what are some of the miracles you experienced in your life?
Oh my God, I have experienced so many miracles. I mean, all the way up to date. I mean, like being given away, and then you're given away to this great woman,
Right.
that took me down to Florida. I had a chance to live down there. I mean, different parts of Florida I was able to visit and everything. And like a lot of people can't say things like that.
Yeah.
Um, she took very good care of me. I mean, with her being sick and living that long was just a miracle with the 9 major operations and plus a pacemaker at the very end. And then you know how God took me through, like when she died, I fainted and the Lord spoke to me. Once I got myself together, he spoke right here. And he said, say yes, sir, to me, or you won't be able to make it. He said, I'm all you got. And I mean, knowing that God can speak to you and you can understand him and what he's talking about, that's a miracle. That's a miracle. I'm not talking about a physical person standing before you. I'm talking about a spirit that's speaking to you softly within your mind. And then
Yep.
you can actually carry out the things that he has said. And it works.
Yep.
I've been in car accidents. I've been hit by tractor trailer. I done been through so many things, and you would never know it because he kept the
Yeah.
body. He shielded me. He shields me from so many things. I've
Yeah.
had gun put to my head. I mean, I've been challenged in so many ways mentally. My mind
Mm.
has came and gone and come right back
Yeah.
and never
Yeah.
been to the doctors, no medications and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
just living a miraculous life. I mean, if something I need, he gonna put it in my hand or he gonna send someone. This is the
Hmm.
type of life I live, not having the brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and the support from, what we call family today. The
Yep.
Lord would always send somebody. I mean, even now, I live with someone.
Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Are you
Until
thinking about writing another book? You've written this one. You got the bug now. You thinking
well,
about writing
yes,
anything else?
yes, I'm thinking of writing something called The Lady of Wisdom.
Okay, great. And what will that focus on?
Well, me,
I figured that.
the wisdom
Wonderful.
that God
Wonderful.
has given me to raise my children. I have grandchildren. I even have a great grand. My
Great.
children are still alive. That God has his hands on them. I've had a daughter. She got shot 6 inches from the heart.
Oh,
And that was a miracle of saving her life.
yeah.
Um, I mean, she's like nothing ever happened. I
Wow.
mean, my family has been through so many
Yep.
horrendous things,
Yep.
and yet God has kept us. He has kept us in the land of the living
Awesome.
to be
Wonderful.
able to share
Well,
the
we're
things.
glad about that. We're glad you're sharing your story, sharing your testimony. This book is terrific. It is called My Miraculous Life.
Yes,
In it, Sherlene reminds us that every setback can be the beginning of a miracle. Her faith, her courage, her grace inspire us all to keep believing in second chances and divine purpose. Sherlene, thank you so much for joining me here today.
thank you. Thank you for having me today.
My pleasure. Great having you on the show. I appreciate the great work you've done on this book and your wonderful faith. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.
Thank you.